Greetings, comrades. In this video, I want to talk to you about confidence and how to have more of it. Before I started implementing the principles which I will tell you in this video, I was a coward. I couldn't look anybody in the eyes. Whenever I would look at anybody, whether it was my friend or a teacher, I would just get a massive hit of anxiety which would force me to look away. I think this was mostly caused by my lack of sleep and me being skinny. This video will be split into two parts. In the first part, I will talk about things that will influence your confidence in the long run, and in the second part, I will talk about principles that I've learned in the book, The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz, which I've implemented just recently. The first reason most people aren't confident is because of their physical appearance. They are either too skinny or too fat. You can fix both of these by improving your diet and working out. If you are skinny, you need to bulk. Bulking is basically just eating more food than you normally eat. Just be cautious to eat good foods like meat, vegetables, nuts, eggs, and rice, and not eat things that are highly processed or have a lot of sugar in them, because calories aren't calories. Because you could be eating a small portion of cake that has 200 calories and some fruit with 200 calories, and the fruit will obviously be better because of the nutritional value. On the other hand, if you are fat, you need to cut. The way to cut is to just eat the same things as if you were bulking, but just eat and still be a little bit hungry. Just don't cut down too much if you are going through puberty, because that can slow down your development. A good way to know if you are just right is if your abs are visible, but you still have a little bit of fat on them. And during this bulking or cutting phase, you need to start working out. It doesn't matter if you go to the gym or just do calisthenics, you just need to work out. And if you don't know how that's done, you can search up a workout plan online and follow that. The second thing most people, and especially teenagers, struggle with is sleep. I'm not going to tell you all the benefits of sleeping here, because there are so many. I'll just tell you that once I improved my sleep, my entire life got so much better and I became much more confident with myself. I'm planning on doing an entire video about sleep because there are just so many things to cover, but in this video, I'll tell you just the fundamentals. It takes at least 1 to 2 hours to fall asleep entirely. We all know that everybody says that you should be sleeping 8 hours a day, but what most people don't know is that the people that tell you this don't count in the 1 to 2 hours it takes for you to fall asleep. So let me ask you something. If you need to wake up at 6 a.m., when do you need to go to sleep? If you said 10 p.m., you are a dumbass, and you didn't listen to what I just said. If you said 8, then congratulations, you know basic maths. But you can actually get bad sleep even in those 10 hours if you don't do the things I'll tell you now. 1. Make your room as dark as possible. You can put a blanket over your window. You can buy blackout curtains or a high-quality sleep mask. 2. Make your room as cold as possible. Either open your window before going to sleep, turn on the air conditioning, or you can buy a heat-changing mattress, which is very effective and it has shown the best results, but it's very expensive and you can sleep very well without it. 3. Around an hour before you go to bed, turn on the blue light filter on your phone, because if your brain is receiving too much light before bed, it won't get sleepy. And the third is to achieve something. You can be more confident if you have actually done something, like made money with a business, or making a lot of progress in the gym, or if you conquer a fear of yours. All those things will make you feel like a champion. Now I'll tell you some principles from the book The Magic of Thinking Big. The first principle the author mentions is to be a front seater. He says that most people sit in the back because they are afraid of social interaction. You might think that if you sit in the front, people will think that you are a nerd, but I don't think that's true, because unless you look like a total nerd, people will actually respect you more for not caring where you sit. The second principle he said was to make eye contact and practice it for longer and longer periods of time until you can do it basically without struggle. The third principle was to speak up. He said that whenever there is an event where there are a lot of people, you should make it a rule to always say something. The fourth rule is to walk 25% faster. He said that cowards who aren't confident tend to walk slowly and unorganized, and that they are just showing how unconfident they are. And that the most confident people are almost half running, like they are saying to the world, I'm important, and I need to get somewhere quickly. But you might think that you don't have anywhere to go. You can either fix this by having something to work on like a business, or you can just pretend like you have somewhere important to go to, and that will already make you appear more confident. So go and implement these principles today and have a nice day. Goodbye.